Hello and welcome to your 30-minute all levels yoga flow class. My name is Emily and I will be guiding you today during your practice. We're going to start in seated position today. So options here is cross-legged or arriving through seated position in heroes, which is kneeling on the knees and sitting the sit bones back on towards the heels. Now, if you're taking on seated position and you have tight hips or tight hamstrings, that's okay. Options to include any supports to help you in those postures, either pillows from your bed, your couch. I'm sitting on a block, but books work just as well. So do couch pillows. So just take a moment to get yourself comfortable in the seated position that you chose, and then allow yourself to settle in. Rest the palms on the knees, and then soften the gaze or close down the eyes completely if you feel safe in doing so today. Give you a few moments to settle in, allow yourself to get comfortable. Good. As you settle in, let's start to take some deep breaths into the low belly. Now, options to breathe into the nose if it's available to you today, or through the mouth. Let's take a deep breath in. Expand through the belly, through the rib cage. Maybe feel expansion through the collarbones. And then exhale, big or small, through the nose or the mouth. Completely emptying the belly. Let's do this twice more together. Deep inhale. Feel that expansion through the belly, the ribs, maybe the back, the collarbones. And then exhale, completely empty. Last time here. Big inhale into the low belly. Exhale completely. Good. Let's do some mindfulness and our weather check today. First, I'll invite you to take notice of the physical space that you're practicing in. Take notice of your surroundings and take notice of the surface that you're on. Start to take notice of how the body feels as it touches the surface that it's practicing on. Is there room to make yourself a little bit more comfy? Do you need some time to fidget a little before you find some stillness? Moving on to the physical body, let's start to take notice of areas of the face that we can try to relax a little bit further. Take notice of the eyes and the brows. Take notice of if you've furrowed your brow in concentration. Allow it to relax now. Check in on the jaw and the mouth. Take notice if the tongue is floated to the roof of the mouth. Maybe allowing it to drop, parting through the teeth and the lips. Check in with the shoulders and the neck here. Can we find some space between the shoulders and our ears? If you'd like to inhale and tend both shoulders up towards the ears, exhale, roll them down and back, create space. Twice more here. Inhale and tend those shoulders up. Exhale, roll them down and back. Last time. Inhale to intend towards the ears. Exhale to release them down. Good. Start to take notice here of any external noises in your space. Check in if there's any people around you, maybe pets, maybe cars passing by outside. Maybe you're listening to music as you practice. Taking notice of the noises without trying to change anything about them. Good. Now start to take notice of the quality of light in your space. If your eyes are closed, take notice of the quality of light as it filters through the eyelids. And if the eyes are open or soft or unfocused, Take notice of the light and the direction it's coming from. Start to take notice of the air quality in your space. Check in with the temperature of the air as it touches your skin and the clothes that you're wearing. Maybe tune into the temperature as you breathe in and see if it changes as you exhale. And then start to take notice of the natural quality of your breath without trying to change anything about it. We'll breathe here for about 1 minute. When you're ready, let's take an inhale here. Lift a right hand up, reach it to about a half T position. Exhale to intend left ear to left shoulder. We're going to breathe here in this gentle neck stretch for 5 full rounds of breath. Options to keep that left ear intending towards the left shoulder, or to gently tilt the chin up to the corner of the space of where the ceiling meets the wall, targeting a big muscle group in our neck. 3 more breaths here in whichever neck stretch that you've chosen. If your chin is tilted up, I'll invite you to just bring it back down and tend left ear towards left shoulder. Take an inhale here, keeping that right arm outstretched. Exhale, slowly push the right hand down as if you're moving it through molasses. As slow as you possibly can, even slower, until it reaches the side right hip. Let's bring right hand to the knee. Lift the head up through center. Good. Inhale to reach left hand towards the left side of your space. Exhale to intend right ear to right shoulder. Take notice of any differences in either sides of the body today. Breathing here for 5 breaths. Check in if you'd like to find stillness in this position with ear intending towards shoulder. Or options to intend that chin up towards the corner of the room where the ceiling meets the wall. 3 more breaths here. Good. If the chin is tilted up, I'll invite you to return it back now and tend right ear towards right shoulder. Take an inhale, keep that left hand reaching as far as you can. Exhale to slowly push it down all the way until it meets the earth beside the left hip. Bringing the head back up through center. Let's bring left hand to the knee. Inhale, let's reach both arms above the head. Exhale to come to place fingertips behind the head, just in the hair. Good. Take an inhale, lift the chin in the chest, elbows extend as far as they can out to either side. Exhale, we're going to curl through the upper back, tucking the chin in, elbows intend towards each other in the front of the body. Inhale, open, chest lifts, chin follows. Exhale, curl. 3 more times. Inhale, we open. Exhale to curl. 2 more here as you follow your breath. Last time. Gonna inhale, lift the spine through neutral. Hands are gonna come to the knees. Exhale, rock forward, coming onto hands and knees and into tabletop position. Check in with your positioning in table. Ensure that shoulders are over wrists and hips are over knees. Take an inhale here, belly drops, chin and tailbone lifts. At the same time, hip shift back. Exhale, push into the palms, round through the spine. Maybe bend into those elbows as you rise back up through table. Good. Inhale, belly drops, chin and tailbone lift, hip shift back. Exhale, round through the spine, arrive back up through neutral. 3 more here as you follow your breath. We will meet in neutral. Table spine is lengthened and long. Shoulders are over wrists and hips are over knees. Good. Let's take an inhale here. Kick right foot out to the side of your space, creating a long line from hip to toes. Shoulders remain over wrists here, and the left hip is over left knee. Take an inhale, rock forward over the wrists. Exhale to sit the hips back over that left heel. Good. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale back. 3 more here as we gently stretch the wrists. Last time here. Inhale to arrive with neutral spine, and then exhale, step right foot up to meet the outside edge of that right hand. We're arriving into gecko here. Palms can stay rooted to the earth. Options to bring fists to the ground instead to find extension through the wrists, maybe some comfort. Now in gecko position, we can choose either stillness as we hold here, or options to find some pulsing movement at the right hip. So options to take an inhale, roll onto the outside edge of that right foot, pinky toe. Exhale to close the hip, bring that big toe back down to the earth. Inhale to pulse open. Exhale to close. 3 more breaths, whether you're in stillness or you're finding a pulse. Last one here. Good. Find stillness where you are. Root into that left hand. Take right hand up to either the top of the right thigh in a gentle twist here, or intend right hand to the sky. Full breath here. Let's bring right hand down on the inside edge of that right foot. Heel toe, right foot back. Let's bring right knee underneath right hip. Take a full breath here in tabletop position, reset. Next inhale, let's kick left foot out. Exhale as you arrive, rooting into that pinky left toe. Take an inhale, rock over the wrists. Exhale, hips sit back over right heel. Good. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale back. 3 more here as you follow your breath. Last time. Let's meet in neutral spine, shoulders over wrists. Good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step left foot up on the outside edge of left hand, arriving into gecko on this side. Excellent. Now, we just did this on the right, so options for stillness, holding here in gecko, or options to take some pulsing movement in the left hip, rolling onto the outside edge of the left toes, and then exhaling to close through that hip. 4 more breaths if you're finding stillness or movement. Last breath here. Good. Inhale to root into right hand. Exhale to either bring left hand to top of left side, gentle twist of the chest, or extend left hand high to the sky. One full breath here. Let's bring left hand down to the inside edge of that left foot, heel toe the foot back all the way until the knee can come to comfortably rest underneath the left hip. Good. Take an inhale at center, open up through the knees. Exhale, hip shift back over heels, child's pose. Excellent. Take a full breath here with arms outstretched long down the length of your mat. On your next inhale, let's walk fingertips towards the right side of your space, and exhale as you arrive, gentle lateral stretch here. Hold here for one more breath. Inhale to walk the fingertips through center, and exhale as they arrive onto the left side of your space. Gentle stretch here of the right side body. Take another full round of breath. Inhale, walk fingertips through center. Exhale, let's arrive back up to your tabletop position. Take an inhale as we arrive. And then exhale, tuck into the toes. Hips are going to shift up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here in down dog to settle in. Bend into alternating knees. Take notice as you intend the heels towards the earth. Maybe bend into the knees a little bit more so those hip bones can sit up and back just a little bit higher. Good. Take an inhale, bend into the knees. Exhale, walk the feet up to meet the hands at the front of your space and fold. Take an inhale, rise up through mountain. Arms reach up, overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bend into the knees, hinge at the hips, and fold. Inhale, hands to shins, chest lifts, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to root through the hands, and then exhale, step right foot back. High lunge. Take an inhale, push off the hands, hover the chest. Exhale, frame the front foot with the hands. Root into the hands, step left foot back to meet the right. Hip shift up and back on your exhale, down dog. Good. Take a full breath here in down dog. When you're ready, inhale, bend into both knees. Exhale, we wave forward. High or low plank. Take an inhale in plank. Exhale, bend into the elbows. Lower the chest to the earth as the toes untuck. Take an inhale, push up into the palms at the same time. Pull back in space. Create friction. Cobra. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, tuck into the toes, lift through table or high plank. Hip shift up and back on our exhale. Downward facing dog. Good. Take an inhale, lift up through right heel. Exhale, bend into right knee. Curling through the upper back, intended towards the chest. Come to plant right foot between the palms at the front of your space. Take an inhale, push off the palms, cover the chest. Exhale, hands frame front foot. Inhale, step left foot up to meet the right, and exhale as you fold. Good. One more breath here in your forward fold. Inhale, let's rise up through mountain. Arms sweep up overhead. This time, exhale, hips sit back, chair. Arms can stay lifted, or hands can come to chest, or can come onto hips. You're going to stay here for 5 more full rounds of breath. Three more breaths. Last breath here. Inhale as you push into the heels, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bend into the knees, hinge at the hips, and fold. Inhale, hands to shins, chest lift. Exhale, fold. Hands root into the earth here. We step left foot back. Take an inhale, push off the hands, lift the torso and the chest. Exhale, hands come to frame front foot. Let's step right foot back to meet the left in, hip shift up and back, down dog. Take a full breath here. When you're ready, inhale, bend into the knees. Exhale as we wave the spine forward, high or low plank. Take an inhale in plank. Exhale, drop the knees down, bend into the elbows, lower the chest to the earth. Good, take an inhale, push up into cobra at the same time, create friction against your mat. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, tuck into the toes, lift your table in high plank. Hip shift up and back, down dog. Good, take an inhale here, lift up through the left heel. Exhale, bend into left knee, curl it through the upper back. Intend towards the chest as you come to plant left foot between the palms at the front of your space. Take an inhale, push off the hands, hover the chest. Exhale, hands come to frame front foot. Inhale here, step right foot up to meet the left. And exhale, arrive into that forward fold. Take another full round of breath here. Good. Inhale, root into those heels, rise. Arms sweep up, overhead. Keeping the hands shoulder width distance apart. Exhale, hips sit back. Chair. Now options for arms, keeping them extended, heart center, or to hips. 5 more breaths. Last 3 breaths. Last breath here. On your next inhale, root to rise, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend into the knees, hinge at the hips, fold. Hands reach for the earth here. Step right foot back, bend the left. Hip shift up and back, down dog. Take an inhale right away to lift up right heel. Exhale, bend into right knee, intend it this time towards the back of the right wrist. Plant it on the earth, intend right ankle towards left wrist. Let's drop left knee down, untuck left toes. Arriving into our upright pigeon here. I'm gonna hold here for 7 to 10 full rounds of breath. Options to keep palms on the earth or to bring elbows down. When you're ready, if your elbows are down today, I'll invite you to come back on to the palms, chest is lifted. We're first gonna tuck into those left toes, lift up through the left knee, root into the hands as you push right foot back to meet the left, hip shift up and back, down dog. Take a breath here as you arrive into your down dog. On your next inhale, lift up through the left heel. Exhale as you bend into left knee, curling through the upper back, intend to left knee towards the back of left wrist. Left ankle towards that right wrist. We're going to drop right knee down and untuck right toes, maybe sliding those toes back a little bit in space. Holding here in our upright pigeon once more on this side for 7 to 10 full rounds of breath. Options to stay upright on palms or fists, or to bring elbows down to the earth. Good. Once you feel evenly through both sides of the body and you're ready to come up out of pigeon, if you're on elbows, let's first come to palm. When you're ready, tuck into right toes, lift up through right heel. Root into those palms and step left foot back to meet the right. Hip shift up and back down dog. One full breath here. Take notice of how the hips feel. Inhale, wave forward, drop knees down, arriving through table. And exhale, let's come to sit on either right or left hip as we sweep the legs around. Take notice and a peek behind you. Check in if you have space to safely recline. And head on down as soon as you're ready. Soles of the feet here are going to come to touch. We're going to find an opening through the front of the hips in our reclined butterfly. Now options here for support of the outer thighs. Taking fists and placing them on either side of the glute muscles, just underneath the hips. Also options to use props, books, pillows underneath the outside of the right and left thigh. Whatever you have in your space is perfect. If you don't have anything in your space, this works just as well underneath the glute muscles. And we're going to hold here for 10 full rounds of breath. Options to take this into your Shavasana. I'll also provide an option to duck out of reclined butterfly to enter Shavasana with arms and legs extended. So we'll be here just for a little bit and I'll bring you out shortly. Now at this point, you may choose to stay in reclined butterfly as your final resting pose. If you'd like to come out of reclined butterfly and enter Shavasana with arms and legs extended first, I invite you to remove fists if you have them underneath the glutes and place them under right and left leg. Using the hands to support the thighs, pull them together. Good. Take an inhale, lift the feet off the earth and 10 knees towards the chest. And then exhale, find extension. Reaching through the arms, taking up space with the legs. Entering your final resting position. Now we're going to be here for about 3 minutes. I'll bring you back at the end of those 3 minutes to close the class together. Now you may choose to stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish today. If you'd like to eventually join me in Sudhita to close today's practice, I'll first invite you to bring back any small movements into the fingers and the toes. You stayed in your reclined butterfly, allowing the hands to support the outer thighs to bring the knees towards each other. When you're ready, rolling onto right or left side through fetal position and allowing yourself about 3 full rounds of breath as you arrive to fetal. Pushing up through fetal, slowly arrive into the seated position of your choice. Keeping eyes soft or maybe even closed down completely as you arrive. Let's take one collective breath here together, breathing in through the nose if it's available to you, or through the mouth. Deep inhale. Exhale to sigh it out the mouth. Be as loud as you want. Good. Let's bring the palms together in front of the body, rub them for friction, for heat, for warmth. And bring this warm, healing quality over your chest or your heart space as you slowly open your eyes and welcome yourself to the day. Again, my name is Emily. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice.